Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to the Saturday, March 15th version of the Scoreboard, your morning report. Well, let's get right to the scores. Last night, in the CCHL, Carleton Place over Navan 3-2 in overtime. Hawkesbury lost in overtime to Rockland. And let's see if we can, we're still experimenting, by the way, with this telestrator. Smith Falls 2 at Brockville 4. Boy, that was a tense game, very physical game, but worked out in Brockville's favor. What else have we got? Upcoming schedule. Today in the CCHL, very, very important game. Kempville at Cornwall, 2 o'clock. That's going to have, just checking to see what the actual time is, repercussions on both of those teams as to where they are in the playoff position. And Ottawa at Renfrew at 7:30 tonight. That's the biggie right there that we're talking about. Yeah, right there. Kempville at Cornwall, 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's, well, we won't mention what the current time is. Renfrew at Smith Falls, Hawkesbury at Navan, and the big one tomorrow, Carleton Place at Pembroke. That's a biggie for Pembroke and the Brockville Braves. Hawkesbury at Navan, important one for Hawkesbury as well. Renfrew at Smith Falls will not impact whatsoever on the playoff scenario. Let's see. What else do we have that we can show here? Leading goaltenders, Forget still at the top of the league. Look at this change in the scoring, though. Tied with 1 game left, Sebby Johnson and Eric Bernard. Ex-Brockville Brave, by the way. Very important game for both these young guys then, in terms of who is the CCHL 2024-2025 leading point getter. Let's see if we can, there's our standings. Let's see if we can whip that up a little bit different. Well, there's a little bit different version of that diagram, or graphic of the standings. So where are we looking at? We're looking at this group right here. Look at that. 5th through to 9th. Braves and Pembroke tied at 58 points. They both played 54 games. Everybody's played 54 games now. I guess we have to take a look at that. Cornwall Colts in 7th with 57 points. Kempville 73s with 56. And the Hawkesbury Hawks with 55. So, Kempville wins today. That makes them hop ahead of Cornwall in the standings. Pushes Cornwall down to 8th, I guess. Hawkesbury Hawks are at 55. If they win their game, gives them 57, ties them with Cornwall. But in the tiebreaker for the... if that's a tiebreaker for the 8th spot, the tiebreaker is based on games won, regulation, and overtime, but not shootouts. And Cornwall will win that. A simple solution for the Braves: win their game on Monday night, solves all problems because they will have a despite the fact that Pembroke has won more games, they didn't win. They didn't win them in regulation and overtime. So the Braves have a chance to break that tie and finish fifth and play the Smith Falls Bears. Okay, well, let's finish this off with our weather report as we usually do. 5-day forecast for the Brockville area. Saturday, that's today, 14 degrees. Tomorrow, a little precipitation, 16. Cooler, much cooler on Monday at 4 degrees high. Tuesday, back to sunny, 10 degrees. And Wednesday, overcast and 15 degrees. Okay, well, a little bit of a switching issue there, trying to find exactly where we are, but we're back to where we are. Note, we do have our NHL scores scrolling down there, so we're pretty happy with that feature still working. And I guess that's sort of going to wrap it up for today. Thanks very much for watching. With that big game in Cornwall this afternoon, I think I best do another broadcast again tomorrow to bring you up to date on the results of that Kempville 73's game against Cornwall and the repercussions that's going to have on the CCHL playoffs. Thanks very much for watching, and see everybody tomorrow. Thanks again.